With it now, he'll look to his left and he'll feed to his right. And here's Will Sharp. He's away. Former Lethbridge Hurricane through center. Gains a red line, rips it in. Caroms back by the goal. Cross will go for a skate in the trapezoid. He'll leave it back by the net for Verhoeff, a tremendous defenseman. Moves it far side for Stewart. Knocked away by forechecking Benson. He'll gulp it back by the goal for Jakob Stanzel. He'll send to the right dot. Barrett, weak shot, blocked. Again, Eli Barrett injected in the Rocket lineup here tonight. He's an affiliated player. He's 16 years of age. He'll turn 17 here in just a couple of weeks.
I mean, of course, you aren't making the playoffs, but you don't want to just give up. And then individually, I think there's lots of players out there that still have stuff to play for individually, whether they're going to be fighting for a spot on the Memorial Cup team next year. They're going to be looking for a spot to go play after junior.
So he would obviously probably go to the A, would he not?
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of what I've heard is Stancy will go to Springfield and probably play there. And Hiroki will probably go to Milwaukee for a little bit just because he signed with Nashville. So that'll be pretty cool for those two guys. I mean, for them, I guess that's a plus for missing the playoffs, but
come out of his shell here, hasn't he?
He really has, and even leading up to the World Juniors where he was unreal for Team Czechia there. And
instrumental, and I guess having a little more jump in his stride after even that tournament, gaining more confidence, and that's what the World Juniors will do for you. The majority of the time you come back a better player, and Jakob Stanzel clearly did that after doing well for Czechia. Puck's in down low, that's inside the Victoria zone. Here's Verhoeff with it now. Again, he's only 16 years of age. He'll pump the puck to center. And gathered up here by Rowan Guess of the Rocket blue line. He'll backpedal a touch. Tries to get away from Stewart. Now forced back on his own goal. He'll go to Will Sharp. Sharp on right wing. Gets it up a truck. And to center ice. Here goes Folstrom away. Owen Folstrom, he's 16. He'll gain the line. He'll dump it in. Foley's going to have a birthday coming up here pretty quick as well. So everybody, I guess, getting a year older, a year wiser on this Rockets forward unit. Again, a very young team at this juncture, but the Rockets will be a whole lot sent by the Rockets all the way down the ice. Gerwing did a real nice job right there to get to it. And so he'll dump at the distance. 9 minutes gone in the first. Again, no score. And the Royals knocking on the door here on the power play. Looping in, back in on right wing. Here's an opportunity for Bame at the side. Well defended by Hiroki. Near side, gathered up here by Verhoeff, near side wall. Blue line, Meski. Back for Verhoeff. Back for Meski. Meski won't shoot. He'll feed to Verhoeff, top half of the left dot. He'll pull the trigger. Shot blocked again by Gerwing. Near side, Verhoeff again. Blue line for Meski. Far side board as they try to move it around. Looping in. Blue line, Meski. For Verhoeff. Verhoeff, he'll send to Newman. Reggie Newman at the lip of the crease. Couldn't get a stick down in time. Blue line, Meski again. Wrist shot deflected. Had a glove hand save made by Stozer. That one may have changed directions. That's
running like this. They're moving it around the perimeter, trying to get the penalty kill to jump or overcommit somewhere. And then that's when there's a breakdown and they have an open guy and an open lane. So yeah, stay composed, and if they want to move it around on the outside for the full 2 minutes, let them. That's not where they're as dangerous as if they can get the puck to the middle of the ice.
Right, here's a long-range shot from Verhoeff. Puck to center ice. Here's Pickford the other way. He'll move in, taken off it by Folstrom on the backtrack. Pickford stays with the puck, though, stays with the play. Gets it open and knocked away. And here they come down to center. O'Brien back in, right face up top. The shot, the save. Oh! And Barrett couldn't get to a secondary chance. Had it on the backhand, but he just could not get the puck on goal. But Eli Barrett, 2 great chances there, Max.
Oh, yeah. A couple nice 2-on-1s there for Bearsy. And, yeah, I mean, like we were saying right before, Kelowna's got to try to use that kill as momentum, and it looks like they have. They had some pretty good chances there. And, yeah, I mean, definitely gain some momentum.
Here's a chance in front now for Lopin, and a shot that worked wide of the net on a bit of a breakdown inside the Rocket zone. On right wing, here comes Petruck now to center. We're exchanging scoring chances here. Just essentially 8:29 remaining in period number 1, and again, no score. But Kelowna has some good chances here as well as Victoria, even though the shots do indicate Victoria with 8, Rockets with 4. The panic is a nice hit here on Stewart right at the Rocket line. Here's a lead feed, gas back in for Poppy. The shot, the save. Good chance here for Papanicus to light the lamp there. Coming into the game tonight, Papanicus leads the Rockets in goals scored with 22. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Lupinen gets it. He'll get it to Stewart. And he's away center. Potential 2-on-1 with Bame. Back in. Bame left on. Back for Stewart. Backhand. And a side for Cole Reshny. He's only 2 assists shy of setting a new Victoria Royal record for most assists in a season. Here's Gillespie, the right point. Near side, Sharp. Sharp will send to the left corner. And got up here by Verhoeff. Verhoeff moves it up the far side for Reggie Newman. Big Reggie Newman gets it to center for Lizowski, he'll try to move in. Lizowski coming to the game here tonight, 38 goals on the campaign. Lost it and won by Benson. He's away. Tries to move in. He'll feed over to Stansel. Middle. Ooh, couldn't get a shot away. And then bumped off the puck. Good contact initiated by Reggie Newman. Puck's in all the way back into the Rocket zone. Here's Nate Corbet tied up in the play. Lizowski's in there. Could have been a penalty. Could have been a hold. Reggie Newman back by the goal. Far side, Lizowski. Where's that? Number 8 on his jersey. He'll send back behind the net. Reggie Newman there. Converging on it is Gilbo. One behind the net by Moore. Blue line again, Verhoeff. He'll send back behind the net. Here's Reggie Newman again. Reggie Newman in the corner. He'll go to the blue line, little D to D. Verhoeff right dot. Reggie Newman the shot. Blocked by Gilbo. Nice job to get into that shooting lane. And Gilbo has it on left wing. He'll work it off the window, and he'll get it back out to center. 5:27 remaining in the first. And again, no score. Lizowski, the former NHL Central Scouting for this summer's NHL Draft. 11th among goaltenders. Here's Papanicus on right wing, enters the zone. He's got a shooting lane. He'll feed a Kanju the shot. And a shoulder save made by Krause. Krause did a good job to get to the butterfly to make that save off of Kanju, vying for his 10th of the campaign. Goes back behind the net. Here's Wilson out the right side for Reggie Newman. Back for Wilson, knocked away, left on Papanicus, a shot. And Krause the save, and it goes over the glass and out of the fight between Petro and Trey Johnson in Lethbridge. That was a tilt, right? Boy, you had a chance to see that one?
Oh, yeah. I watched that one live, and yeah, really good fight. Those guys both went in there, and they were swinging hard. No real defense, but I mean, those are the most entertaining fights. Maybe not the safest ones, but definitely the funnest ones to watch.
Here's Longley left wing. He'll send back by the goal. Verhoeff is there. Again, if you're just joining us, 2-1 Rockets have the lead right now. Near side Varga, he'll send to the net. Longley had it, then lost it. Race forward in the corner. And Longley gets it back on his blade. He'll send and board for Gerwing. Gerwing hit of it by Miskey. Won by Verhoeff. Near side for Matthews. He can't clear. Here's Varga with a quick shot from a sharp angle. That pinballs up a leg. Goes back behind the Royal net. And Miskey at the left side. Off the glass. Safe play. Gets it to center. Lead feed Stewart. Stewart with it now. He'll try to move in. Waiting and holding. Sidesteps a check. He'll move to the middle. Rashny now for Verhoeff. Here's the shot. And a save by Stozer. Got a piece of that attempt. Off the half wall. Looking at the dot. Matthews couldn't get a shot away. Finally won by Gerwing. And he'll take it out left side center. Gerwing gains a red line. And he'll dump it in. Again, Victoria plays with good pace. And the Rockets keep up to this type of pace. Remains at center. Corbet losing the handle. Good job by Barrett to take body and Rashny. Won by Benson. He'll move in. Benny's got a goal in the game here tonight, obviously in the second period. We were scoreless after 20, but again, 3 goals here in the second stanza. Remains in the right corner. Barrett hit of it by Wilson. Benson in there as well, trying to look for a loose puck. Rashny does a good job defensively as well as he tries to get it free. Actually, he's trying to pin Benson against the far side wall. Now comes loose against the near board. Here's Nate Corbet in the corner. Nate Corbet trying to jam at it. Matthews in there trying to retrieve. Verhoeff has it on his stick. He'll get it to Cosmo Wilson. He'll look for shelter back by his own goal. Then gets it back into Verhoeff, but he's taken out by Benson. So the Rockets really tenacious on the forecheck here in the game so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've been generating lots of chances.
The ice. I mean, you typically do see on power plays, it's really the defenseman trying to get shots on net, and then what? You kind of collapse to the net and look for rebounds as a forward?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, looks like Victoria is running a pretty aggressive kill tonight. So, I mean, yeah, if you can catch one of their guys out of position and get a shot through, it's always a good idea to get the shot through. But yeah, you've normally got a D-man running the point there, and normally they distribute it to the flanks, and those guys are the ones that do a lot of the shooting. But yeah, I mean, once the shot goes to the net, you've got a net front guy, you've got the guy in the middle of the ice, the buck.
Tonight leads Victoria and plus minus of plus 37. Off the draw, here's Guest at the left point. Right point for Varga. Varga goes back to Guest. He won't shoot. Goes back to Varga. He likes to fire. He'll send down over Longley. Bouncing puck can't handle. The puck went off the end board right towards.
He's going to be creating more time and space for himself, so he'll be able to get it off even more frequently. And yeah, he's definitely, that's one of his good attributes he's got is a good shot. And hands, too. I will add, he's got unreal hands.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, he's really gifted in that area. And again, yeah, just, got to continue to play with a little more courage, right? But that's going to happen as you get older, you get stronger against elite competition. Puck to center. Racers. Rashny will send down low to the corner as now he plays.
Victoria goal, a power play goal scored by number 7, Cole Reshny. Assisted by number 3, Justin Kipke, and by number 33, Jaden Krause. Time of the goal, 14:36. Victoria goal scored by Reshny from Kipke and Krause, a power play goal at 14:36.
Hard, back in more, sends it in, shot, they score! Reggie Newman then chipped it, and it was dangerously acquired from Saskatoon, and it is the Royals with their first lead of the game at 3-2.
Yeah, probably one of Lazowski's easier goals for this year, and it's unlucky. It looks like just gets sent towards to Newman there, and he just kind of kicks it. It looks like it's going into the corner. Yeah, I mean, definitely an unlucky bounce, but I mean, nothing you can really do about that. It happens.
Yeah, for Lazowski coming into the game here tonight, no goals in his last 5. That was his longest goalless drought of the season. But again, that changes in a hurry here as he lights the lamp, and so now the Royals up by 1. Puck back inside Royal territory. 2:55 remaining in the second. Shot blue line by Gilbeau, blocked in front, and up picked up here by Iso guy, gets it left side center. Reshny, he'll move in, looks in front. Wilson a shot, and deflects up a stick, goes over the glass.
End of the year here to see who gets the higher seed.
Right, yeah, Everett and Seattle, that is a guarantee. That's the one guarantee in the West. It'll be those two teams meeting in round number 1. And that's going to be a great matchup. As the puck sent to Longley, he was away.
Everett, Seattle is going to be good. Those two teams are rivals, like 30 minutes down the road, and even the regular season games, the turnout and the crowd and the rivalry that they get is unreal. So, I mean, yeah, to go into a 7-game playoff series, I think that'll definitely be one that people will want to watch. And I mean, although Everett's the number 1 seed and Seattle's coming in as 8, I think it could be tight. Like Seattle has been playing not bad lately. They've been taking down teams that are pretty good, so it definitely would be cool to watch.
Here's Gerwing on left wing, enters the Victoria zone, sends it out in front, sticks it made by Krause, came back towards the blue line. Sharp can't keep it in, it came to center. Just 22 seconds. Oh, here's a steal, center. Newman skates in, shot. Oh, and Lazowski snapped in 2 by the grace of God. And here's Gerwing back in on left wing. Looks for a trainer, face a gas till 10. By the way, in the seasonal series against Victoria has been very good. He's got 5 points. He'll skate in, back in, he'll skate! So he finds the back of the net for his 4th goal against Victoria in the seasonal set. This is a nice power move towards the goal. He's able to literally will the puck in. How did he chip it? How did he elevate it the last second? Somehow, some way he did. And so Riak almost 2 points. Yeah, we're almost there. It's just amazing when you take a look at the totals. Across the WHL, the average attendance, 4,115 per game. 4,115 per game. Puck at the left point. Here's Gas. Long-range shot. Worked it wide of the net. Uh-oh. Came off the end wall. Here's Stewart now left side center. Back in. Centering feed. Chance Burlock backhand. And a save by Stozer. He got a piece. Burlock with a tremendous chance to give Victoria the lead again. But Stozer comes up large. Inside center, Gillespie, middle Benson. Benson lost it, raced for it back into the Rocket end, and here's Stewart. He'll shuttle it towards the net. His attempt to head wide, Burlock in the right corner. Blue line shot more wide of the goal. Lamp point, Kipke, he'll load. Royal line, picked up here by Iso guy in right wing. He'll send down low to the right corner. Trembecki there. Hit out of it by Gillespie. Again, Trembecki with a tremendous campaign. In fact, he had a hat trick here in Kelowna back on January 29. Puck sent back inside the Royal zone. Cosmo Wilson can't clear. Shot coming from Kanju at close range. That's blocked. I noticed last night that the Royals did a tremendous job of shot blocking in that win in Kamloops. Here's Trembecki, moves back in on right wing. Trailer, Reshny for Trembecki. Here's the shot, blocked by Papanicus. Great job on the backtrack. Gets it left wing for Kanju, out of his reach all the way down. But Kanju does a great job to negate an icing call there by outracing Wilson to the puck. High in the air, goes back behind the goal. Wilson up the far side for Iso guy. Moves it now for Trembecki, and he'll slice it all the way down. And racing to it now, Reshny in the right corner. Corbet defends him nicely. Reshny tries to get it free, and there to help out his guest. Goes back behind the net. He can't handle. And again to center ice. Here's Varga trying to move in. He has it down low in the right corner. Rockets make changes though, so Varga's got to go solo. Gets him help in there from Longley, but retrieved by Verhoeff and Wall. Trying to send to center, can't. It's Gerwing. He'll knock it to the corner, but Verhoeff is there through the middle for Reshny. He's away at center. Reshny gets it now to Isugai. He'll move in. Long range wrist shot wide. Trembecki right side wall, rotating the blue line. Trembecki is a former Brandon Wheat King. So since Victoria got him, boy, as he elevated his play. He's been, of course, very good here in Kelowna. And you look at the fact that he has the highest shooting percentage of any player on the Victoria Royal roster. His shooting percentage, for what it's worth, 20%. Bottom line is he doesn't shoot maybe the puck a lot. Well, he does actually shoot the puck quite a bit. But in saying that, his results speak volumes. When he does shoot the puck, he typically scores. Rockets send it all the way down the ice. Longley relieves pressure here. Rockets kind of back on their heels right now. Verhoeff in his own zone. Guns it to center. Here's Gerwing on right wing. He'll lift it back inside the Royal end. It goes left corner. And here's Cosmo Wilson with it now. Wilson behind his own goal. Gets it puck here to Verhoeff. Verhoeff, just an unbelievable young player. Got the size, the skill. He's got the ability. 3-3-year score. Hands against the near side board into the Rocket zone. Pickford with it. Shanks away Papanicus. Gets it blue line for Verhoeff. He'll knock it off the glass and into the netting, and the play has been whistled. And I'll tell you, it's amazing from year to year. Shot coming from Trebecki near side board. Left hand save Stozer. He's going to hang on. Face off again to the right of Stozer. Here's Wilson, blue line. Chip shot side. And here's Isugai with it now. He'll try to power his way back by the goal. Sharp does a nice job to defend, but Isugai stays with the puck. Blue line, Wilson, left point. Right point, Verhoeff in front from Becky. Here's the chipper. Save. Wraparound chance. Isugai can't get it to go. Blue line, here's a shot from Verhoeff, but his stick broke in two. Rockets now taking to center. Here comes the Goisick brothers. They'll try to move in, but Hiroki, I think, took himself offside, so the play has been defender as well. Or maybe a Royal forward, not a defender. But again, yeah, that worked in the Rockets' favor there. But Kipke, I'll tell you, great offensive awareness right there. Wilson back on his own goal at the near side. Barrett collects blue line. Sharp, he'll take a shot. Cross the save. Remains in the right corner. Gathered it back behind the goal by Wilson. On the right side for Verhoeff. Can't clear. Guest kept it in left point. Knocked up it by Burlock. Retrieved right wing. Lopen in. Uh-oh. Stewart is going to join him. He skates in. Here's the shot. It's in the paint. Whoa! It was at the goal line and then knocked away. The Rocket net has been knocked ajar. And what a great chance for Victoria to regain the lead. Game of inches, right? Off the draw left of Stozer. Picked up by Pickford at the blue. Can clear. Now Bain gives it a try. He'll move in. Here's the shot. Midsection save. The Giants have made postseason play. I mentioned off the top, Kamloops, Wenatchee, and Kelowna will not make the playoffs in the Western Conference. The very first time ever that both the Blazers and the Rockets have missed the playoffs at the exact same time. Blazers missed for a second consecutive season. Out east, Regina missing for a second consecutive season as well. Here's Gilboa at the left side of his own net. Safe play off the glass. Your friend came to center and then whistled down here, likely on a high stick between these two teams. Again, we're at Prospero Place. This is Wednesday night in the Dub. Thanks for spending a portion of your evening, or maybe just your entire evening, with us here tonight. Been a good hockey game so far. And here's Papanicus through the middle. He'll take it now right side center in. Wrist shot and a blocker save made by Krause. And he 3 against teams in the U.S. division. That is a very good mark. Puck to center, lead feed Reshny. Actually pinballed off of a leg. I think Isugai was trying to hit Trebecki on a lead feed and a breakaway chance, but that was negated. Remains the right corner. Here's Isugai back behind the goal. Looks out in front. Stabs it there to Reshny. Can't get a decent shot away. Bouncing puck, and now here's Isugai half board right side. Shanks away Kanju. Right corner Trebecki. He'll go to the blue line, and here's a chance now for Verhoeff to knock it back by the goal. Isugai in the corner. Taps it back by the net for Reshny, but won by Kanju. Lead feed center for his older brother Hiroki. He'll jam it on right wing. Papanicus. He'll enter the zone. Has it down low in the right corner. Papanicus lost it. Trebecki got it. He'll feed out a Reshny all the way down the ice. Burlock will hurry. Tries to move his way back by the goal. Will Sharp trying to defend him. Again, Burlock, one of the bigger players out on the ice surface here tonight. Again, a big body, standing at a 6'3" and weighing just over 200 pounds. Puck's into center ice, and here comes Verhoeff on left wing. Tries to barge his way in. Can't get away from Papanicus. Remains against the near wall. 3:47 remaining here in the third period. Again, 3-3 your score. Verhoeff shot left point blocked. Goes to the corner. Gilbo tries to move the puck right wing. Longley. Longley gets away from Burlock, who's dead tired. And Longley moves in on right wing. He'll jam it to the right corner. Rashny will take back behind his own goal. Leaves it now for Wilson out the left side of his own net for Verhoeff. Verhoeff lost it to Longley, but then gathered up by Rashny. Rashny near side gets it to Isogai through the center ice area for Trebecki, and he'll try to move in. Puts on the brakes or trying to at the right face-off circle, but Corbet was on his backside. Remains loose, and Trebecki a steal. And Wall. Blue line Wilson, left point for Verhoeff on the backhand. He'll get it behind the goal. Trebecki is there. Trebecki gets it to Rashny. Right face-off dot, try to move to the middle. He's dangerous. Puck stolen. Corbet will move it off the glass, and he'll get it over. It gets away from Gillespie, has it in the corner. Centering feed. Too hot to handle for Moore. Blue line, Kipke. Chip shot, they score! It was actually deflected by Reggie Newman and beat Stozer to his left when it looked like the puck. I thought Reggie Newman was the man that was going to be credited with the goal. You may remember earlier on in the period, he was robbed of a sure goal, robbed of technically his 13th. Finally, he gets it. So lucky goal number 13 for Reggie Newman. Let's take a look from this angle. Oh, boy. Stozer neglected, and it changes a massive direction and actually beats Stozer to the glove hand side. So from blocker to glove hand, Royals have fought back. It's now a 4-3 game with 2:21 remaining here in the third. Puck's hit back into the Rocket zone. Kelowna now has to find the equalizing goal. As it's back behind the Rocket net, and here's Rowan Guest. Rashny defending. Guest will try to jam it to center. Did he? Yeah, he did. He got outside the line. Isogai brought it back in. And the play, 1.5. And so, yeah, Judy, you could be a winner if this score holds up as is. Now, Judy, if you're a Rocket fan, you're saying, I don't want to win this contest tonight. I want to see the Rockets score to make it 4-4. Puck to center, picked up on right wing. Here's Stanzel. He'll try to move in. He'll wait, he'll hold, he'll feed in front. Hammer Kerwin couldn't get a decent shot away. Rockets have pulled the goalie for the extra attacker. 1:44 remaining in the hockey game. Again, it's a 4-3 Victoria lead. It's back behind the net. Back on the road goal. Wilson moves it for Trebecki, who lost it. Benson got it. Here's Benson back by the goal, headed on the backhand. Blue line again for Stanzel, left point. Stanzel feeds off here to Benson. Benson the shot, blocked in front, picked up by Rashny, can't clear. Kept in left point sharp. He'll knock it back by the goal. But Panicus inboard, near side wall for Hiroki. Blue line for Stanzel. The shot deflected. Oh, wide as Gerling was standing out in front. Right idea. And up at Panicus off the half wall, rotating to the blue line. He'll look in, takes the shot, and Krause made the save. Shots on goal right now. Royals with 36, Rockets with 32. Remains inboard, gathered up by Benson. He'll get to the blue line for Stanzel. 1 minute remaining in the hockey game. Stanzel lost it. Trebecki got it. Lead feed Rashny. He'll skate in. He'll go wide and then taken down. He'll send it to the net. It hit the post, and then Isogai will finish it off. And he'll chip it home. And it'll be an empty